Okay. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Hi, good evening. Wow, may first honor na kaagad. Good evening. Good evening sa first honor natin for tonight. Okay, hold on. Evening. Rose, good evening sa'yo. Rose and Reese. Ang cute. Good evening din. Maraming salamat for tuning in tonight. Share na natin yung live video. And syempre, the poll is now open. You can already send in your questions para makaaga tayong mabasa ang ating energies. Okay. Share ko lang yung live video. Good evening guys. Okay, hold on lang. Share ko lang. Okay, thank you naman, Rose. Maraming salamat for sharing the live video. Okay. Ayan. Yun. Okay. Ayan. Ay, bakit ganun? What's happening with my light? Okay. Yun. Okay. So, what is in store for tonight's session? For tonight's session, we are gonna be syempre, as much as possible, we're going to be answering all of your questions for your 2022 manifestation. So kung ang mga focus sa manifestation natin will be for either for career or for the love life, alam niyo na, go natin yan. Tsaka syempre we want to manifest, napaka-importante yung ating health, most especially for this year. Yan yung ating mga focus natin. So, if you would want to know the energies for 2022 para sa inyo, all you need to do is to share the live video in your social media and take a screenshot of that. And then also, isend nyo lang yung screenshot in our Facebook page and then pwede na tayo magtanong. Let me also just put the... ayan na mga question. Let's just put MV guidelines here in our comment section. Okay. Okay. And also, okay, I'm gonna pin this message. And also, we are going to be allotting the last 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. Actually, let's make it 20 minutes. Last 20 minutes of our session for tonight will all be about, I'm gonna be doing I'm gonna be reading the energies for the whole year. That is the focus for this live session mainly. Of course, I'm here to answer as much questions as we can, pero ang pinaka-goal talaga natin is to read the energies month after month as if we are looking at the theme, either something to watch out for or any major event that we may be looking at as we go through our year. And what we're gonna do is that every month end, we're gonna have a very separate na video to discuss and to do a recap. Ito yung mga initial findings natin for the month when we started our year. And let's see, we will cross-check, kumbaga, yung ating mga initial readings and the other findings that we will have for tonight. That's what's in store for us. So, share nyo na yung live video natin so that we can definitely take a look at those questions and answer them for you tonight. Okay? Ay, Diyos ko, ang cute naman. Si Beshi nagsushare ng mga cute cat videos. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so hold on. I'm just going to share this video natin tonight. Okay, let's see. Yan. Okay. Yan, sige. So, let us now start with our session for tonight. And syempre, we're not going to start our session. Let me isa-silent ko lang yung phone natin. Okay. So that we will not start our session, syempre, nang hindi tayo nag-o-offer ng energies natin to God. So I will be praying and saying my prayers in Hindu, and I am a practicing Hindu, but no matter which religion you are all following, I am encouraging everybody to say a little prayer with me. Let us all pray for guidance, wisdom, and protection, so that most especially sa lahat po ng mga gusto mag-participate for tonight, para po sa mga katanungan natin, wisdom will be guided towards us for tonight's session. So, okay, so let me just do my prayers. Om. 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 Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshvara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshvara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshvara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Anak, nagdadasal tayo. Okay. Well, ayun nga. Thank you so much. Jai Shri Mahavishnu. Thank you so much. Nakita niyo naman, napakaganda ng camera ng anak ko. Good evening, everybody. And welcome to another meaningful, fruitful Thursday. This is your Tarot Thursdays. My name is Marky Mendoza, and I'm a Reiki master and teacher, and also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. And every Thursday night, syempre may mga occasional, actually, usually on Thursdays natin will be Dear Marky live sessions natin yun. But we're gonna be pausing just for tonight. We're gonna be resuming our Dear Marky live session next coming Thursday. And I mentioned this, especially last week ko pa na-mention to eh. Supposedly, this segment would have been on last Thursdays, but yun nga, because I had my vaccine, ayun nga. Ay, no. Right. No. Yeah, I had my vaccine on Tuesday, and then the following, nung Thursday naman, I had the guesting. The guesting with Heard on Thursdays, which, by the way, they will have a replay. The producer of RX, I was chatting with the producer of RX just a moment ago, and then he was talking about the good news na they're gonna do a replay on the Heard on Thursdays na 2022 predictions tonight. And so yeah, so I'm so happy and excited na it's gonna have a rerun. So also you can watch that later on if you want to see the predictions for 2022 holistically. That is gonna happen later on at our live at the Facebook page of RX 93.1, also in YouTube and Twitch TV. So tune in later on at 11 p.m. But also something similar that we will be doing also in tonight's session will be that, hold on, Kala. Okay. Kala. Wait, Kala. That's the, okay. That's the ring light, anak ko. Okay. Okay, yung anak ko talaga. Ayun. Okay. So, we are gonna be allotting the last mga around 20 minutes of our session. The last 20 minutes of our session, one of the things that we will be doing tonight is we're gonna be looking at the energy of the year. We are also gonna be doing our own predictions for our episode for tonight. What we're gonna do on a monthly basis, we will be doing the energy reading for the whole month. And then at the end of every month, we will do a recap. That's something that Reiki with Marky is dedicated to continuously. Sabi naman namin, di ba, nung ano, if you've read the New Year's post that we had, the goal of Reiki with Marky is to always improve the experience para sa inyo pong lahat. Not just the subscribers, pero lahat po ng mga nanonood na nag-tune in. Nagparinig, mag-subscribe kasi kayo. Grabe. Inaway. Yun. So, anong tawag dito? The experience is really what we're wanting to improve each time. And so we're gonna be adding another added layer ng ating reading session. So on the start of the every year, what we're gonna do, we're gonna have a separate session to do the prediction. So next year, gagawin uli natin to. Month after month, I'm gonna be drawing 12 cards to just see the theme or anything, any possible warning, theme, or anything that we need to be mindful about. Now, at the end of every month, we will do a recap. Okay, so that we can also cross-check the readings na initially we have discovered in tonight's session. Yan ang gagawin natin. But of course, sabi ko nga, I know na may mga hindi tayo nakaabot ng mga questions natin since Tarot Tuesday. So this is really the perfect opportunity for you to send in your questions. Ako, ayan na, nag-iingay na yung ating phone. But definitely, I will be using my favorite tarot deck. So I'm excited to napakadaldal niyan, no? So I'm really happy to share the wisdom and knowledge of our tarot deck later on. But let me give the guidelines sa lahat po ng mga gusto mag-participate for tonight. So libre lang po magtanong. All you need to do is share our live video for tonight. Take a screenshot of that and then send the screenshot in our Facebook page. And then, yun yung kailangan po, yung present po yung tatlong yun. And then, pwede tayo magtanong. One question at a time. First come, first serve. First come, first serve ang basis po natin for our reading sessions. Now also, kung ang mga magpa-participate natin tonight magtatanong, ano ba magiging basis ng ating mga mamabasa sa mga magpa-participate for tonight? So I will be, kung sino man yung magtatanong, I will be reading your energy. That means, kung ang question naman ay what's comprised of my energy, anything and everything na current thoughts, your emotions, decisions, and actions. Now, once we start taking action, either verbally or we start literally taking action, doing the move, and then it will always be subjected to the universal law of cause and effect. The Christian and the Catholic faith, we call it the golden rule. For us Hindus, we call it law of karma. And science dictates, it's called Newton's third law of motion. So, also, lahat po ng mga magiging mga magpa-participate sa question natin, ang titignan po lang natin is mga kung anong energies na magiging favorable or baka may mga warnings tayo. Huwag po kayo mag-alala. Sabi ko nga, everything that we're gonna be finding out will be based on your current energy. Kapag maganda ang nakita natin, pwede natin pagandahin pa by improving our energy. And kapag may warning, we will totally shift our energies. That's why everything that you're gonna be finding out here will always present you good news. Now also, some of you will be having syempre may mga questions tayo na halimbawa, instead of me finding the answer doon sa nagtanong directly, it would entail na I would have to check somebody else's energy. When that happens, it's a little overstepping or simply, it can be called invasion of privacy. And may karma kasi yon. Every time that I would do that, the karma, hindi yung mapupunta dun sa nagtanong, kundi grabe siya, 2022 na. So kailangan maging mindful na tayo sa pag-process sa mga karma natin. So maganda syempre mag-harvest na lang tayo ng maraming blessings lahat. Okay, 'di ba? So but also just in case na ganun talaga mga questions natin, there is still a way na walang makuwang karma on my end. Ang kailangan lang natin, if there will be relationship questions, basically, hahati-hatiin lang natin ang mga energies ng kung sino man na ang kasama dun sa sitwasyon. And then, wala na siyang karma, pwede na itanong. However, meron lang tayong strong disclaimer. Every time that we do that, malaki din ang tendency na yung accuracy ay mabawasan or mahati din dahil kapag hinahati natin ang mga energies, tandaan, equally are accountable for the energies. At a given time, kahit nga after the session natin, medyo nagbago ang isip or ang energy nila basically, malaking posibilidad na hindi na maging accurate yung reading natin. Because remember, energy ninyo lamang ang kaya nating i-control. Sarili nating energy ang kaya lang nating i-control. And so, all I say is that the most accurate readings na makukuha natin is kung sino directly yung magtatanong at kung sa energy niya natin hanapin. I'm happy to introduce our featured tarot deck for this month is Victorian Tarot, and this is again, by the way, my very first tarot card ever since I started learning from my teacher. Oh my gosh, let me honor my teacher, my great teacher, Sir Noel Reselia. Thank you, Sir Noel. And I'm happy to share na sa lahat ng magpa-participate tonight, kukuha tayo ng 3 cards para sa inyo. Yung first card will resonate kung saan pinanggagalingan ng energy natin or the past energy, kung ano naman ang current energy natin, and kung saan papunta yung energies natin. Ang goal natin is makakuha ng maraming major cards because when we get major cards, that is a very clear na answer na it can be a blessing, pwede ring warning. Although, kapag minor cards, hindi ibig sabihin hindi maganda. You would really just see kung ano pang mga or gaano kadaming effort yung kailangan nating ibigay so that the energies or the blessings rather will progress into something greater. Okay? So simulan na natin ang ating mga chismisan again. By the way, one lucky winner, stay tuned at the end of this our show because at the end, all of the participants natin, lahat na nanonood, you all have an equal chance to win 1,000 pesos worth of Crystal Abundance bracelet courtesy of our official partner. It's at celestialblue.ph if you also want to see. Ayan yung mga ano natin. So, every week magsisend tayo ng mga winners lagi. And also, syempre, every time we have a session, lahat po na magpa-participate and lahat ng mga manonood until the end of the show on program natin will have a chance to have an entry because every month we have a monthly draw. You can win workshop passes for our upcoming classes next month. We teach Reiki, emotional healing, crystals, mantras, and meditation. And syempre, we have one winner of Vedic astrology. Actually, itong weekend na to, i-harvest na ng mga winners natin that we did the monthly draw last Tuesday. Congratulations sa mga nanalo. Sa mga audience natin for tonight, you are all equally, syempre may opportunity tayo para sumali din. So, tingnan na natin ang ating first participant for tonight. Okay, so habang kinukuha ko na yung mga participants natin for tonight, I want you to know na, anong tawag dito? Yung last 20 minutes uli natin will be reserved para sa ating predictions for 2022. Okay? So, stay tuned din kung gusto nating malaman and marinig ang mga ating mga pwede natin makita. And I know most of us, alam natin na may mga major events tayo na haharapin at the first, just a little after second quarter ng ating taon. So, we are talking about our elections. Literally looking forward din ako kasi I haven't done any readings. Kung ano man na makikita ko mamaya, that's also the first time that I'll be reading it. So, stay tuned. Ay pala ka, ano ba yung mga natin muna, yung first participant. So by the way, syempre, ano lang mga gusto nyo ma-manifest for this year, think of manifestation. Think of the things that you would want to focus on, either career, love life, alam mo na, or yung health. Grabe ka, yung health natin, importante yon. So, here we go. Hello, Master. May I ask our energy for sales this January? Ayan na, alam na natin na tayo ay ang first na participant natin, alam na natin taga Mega World. Okay. Okay. So, dahil gustong malaman ng sales ng ating first participant. Ay, teka, I wanna say hi pa. Ang dami niyo pala nagko-comment diyan. Hello everybody. Hello. RC Kabutin, good evening. Oh my gosh, my anak. Good evening, Yuan. Good evening. Nice to see you. Oh my gosh, all the way from Sweden. The future Reiki master. In-announce ko na naman, wala ka na magagawa. There's no escaping. No, talaga dahil may public announcement number 2 na ako ng Reiki Mastership 2022 ni Okay. Ay, oh my gosh, nako. Tuwang-tuwang-tuwa talaga ako sa username na Emerald Dweller, no. I'm so happy. Anak, I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you so much. Kathy. Kathy. Faith Vito, thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. Okay. Philip. Blessing evening. Oh, blessing din sa iyo. Maraming salamat. And oh my gosh, my very good friend Tina. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Okay, so tingnan na natin. Ay, palaka. Ay, Diyos ko. Muntik na mahulog yung ko. Sorry na. Muntik na mahulog. Okay. Yan. Sorry na. Okay. Okay. Nangyari din yan sa akin. Ang likot-likot ko kasi. Nangyari din sa akin yan last Thursday sa guesting ko. Ang likot-likot ko kasi nahulog tuloy yung ko. Yung aking AirPods. Okay. So, tingnan na natin sa ating first participant. Yung first January sales daw nila for January. Here we go. First card, second card. Naku, nakikita nyo niya kung gaano kadaldal to. By the way, yung ating palang mga minor cards, don't be surprised na alam kong sanay na tayo dahil mag-1 year na tayo na nagta-Tarot Tuesdays and Tarot Thursdays. And yung mga usual cards ng minor cards natin will have swords, cups, pentacles, or coins, and wands. Don't be surprised na when we get minor cards, ang mga nakalagay dito will be a representation of our 4 seasons. So when we talk about it starts with spring is the representation of the wands. Summer is spring kasi kaya ang ng spring, ang wands is spring dahil it's the sign na dapat yung nagtatanim ang mga tao. So yun yung mga effort that entails effort and hard work when it comes to planting yung mga crops natin. Summer, because the warmth think of the warmth of the summer, parang emotions natin. So that's the representation of the cups. Now, yung ating autumn, yan naman ang coins or pentacles natin because that's the time that the harvest happens during autumn. And winter is a representation of the swords. But to remind you, alam nyo, if I'm going to use winter here, I'm telling you, I'm going to reference, mas nararamdaman ko ang elements ng actual winter here. Kaya naman, by the way, if you napansin nyo sa energies natin last Tuesday, kahapon hanggang today, mapapansin ninyo na napakadami nating mga health, mga concerns, balita. And you may see a lot of familiar posts the last 2 days as well na medyo health ang mga focus niyan. It's because the last 3 days, if you haven't watched the weekly tarot reading, itong mga araw na to ay medyo winter ang lumabas. Kaya naman lahat practically nasa loob ng bahay. So I will be using the same reference for that. However, tomorrow, by the way, napakaganda ng blessing natin. So abangan na ba? Uy! Wow, okay. Uy! Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, one major card sa ating first participant, and here is the first card, we have 10 of spring. And kakasabi yan, spring. When we talk about spring again in our tarot card, because this is Victorian Tarot, ang theme talaga ng mga minor cards is the seasons. 10 of spring, this spring, the 10 of spring is a representation ng hard work and effort, the ones. So in short, the past energy na pinanggagalingan natin, this is really resonating a lot of hard work. I see a lot of busyness here. So I'm seeing a lot of planning sessions happening, strategies that you're trying to recalibrate. You are literally wanting to start a year with a very good amount of energy. Ibig sabihin yung pagpaplano natin, yung pag-execute natin, and to maintain all of those plans and to make sure na this is really something you uphold all throughout. Yan ang focus talaga. So, very good when it comes to this. Every time that you do this kasi, every time that you are strengthening our planning and organizing skills natin sa ating mga goal streams and aspirations, it literally adds good energy to manifesting it. So wag lang kakalimutan later on na magbibigay din ako sa lahat ng may mga gustong mai-manifest. If the question is, how else do we manifest anything na kailangan nating mai-manifest, magbibigay ako ng tips every single time. And don't be surprised that the one of the common things that I will recommend for our manifestation will always be charity. Okay, charity work. Now, ito na yung second card natin, which is a representation ng current energy natin ngayon. And this is where the major card appeared. But the major card is the Magistrate, or in the major cards of yung Rider-Waite mismo, this is a representation of the Justice card. Now, the Justice card, every time kasi na this appears in our tarot, ang lumalabas na energy nito is about decision making. And is it something that would resonate a clear answer? Or is it something that would let you know na medyo clear na yung answer natin kung anong pipiliin natin desisyon? Hindi pa. Or another way to look at this is that there is going to be a major decision making na gagawin natin for this month. And I am okay. So, the things na don't be surprised na meron tayong konting warning dito, no. I want you to know na one of the things na sa current participant natin, one of the things that you should be mindful about, lalo sa team natin, there will be a close call that your decision will need to be made. And the kind of decision that will be required here is, I'm telling you, this is gonna be a choice between doing what is right or the opposite. I'm telling you, choose what is right. Okay? No matter how tempting or challenging. Talagang I'm telling you, when we talk about, syempre, mga blessings, may opportunity din talaga tayo of temptation. I want you to know, you have to choose what is right. And you have to, kumbaga, if we are left with a decision between what is convenient versus what is right, choose what is right. Okay? Dahil alam nyo na, lalo na we have to be very mindful sa mga energies natin. That means kapag nag-start tayo ng taon and hindi maganda ang jump start ng ating energies in terms of our intentions, malaki ang opportunity na this will continue or this will be a possible na karma na ating pagbabayaran. It is something that we will always have to face because sabi ko nga, we are all subjected to the universal law of cause and effect. Now, where this ends and the possible for na energy for this month, kaya naman sinasabi ko is we have another minor card na King of Spring. Now, the first card is spring, and this is another spring. And every time we get spring, that is a representation of the ones or the hard work and effort. So that means itong energy natin, yung outcome ng energy natin, is something that resonates. We need to work hard even more to double. Now, I know nakikita ko na kasi yung, especially when you are working on target and you are working to reach your goals at the end of the month. Now, chinek ko na yung energy ng ating, kumbaga, the expected na ating mga sales natin. Kung halimbawa, ito yung goal natin, ang ending with the current energy na nakikita ko, nandito. Okay, so that means if nandito yung current energy natin, there is a lot of opportunity for us to improve our energies even more. Sabi ko nga, for us to manifest our blessings, the best way for us to improve the energy is to conduct mga charity work. And again, I will always say na hindi po limited to donations sa mga financial institution, sa mga church natin, okay? Marami pong mga charitable institutions. We are still collecting mga donations just in case. Start Truck, yung ating foundation nila Bessie. Foundation na, napaka-manifest natin yung foundation ni Bessie, no? Kasi Star Truck happened and it started last year na nag-collate because of 2020 rather, because of the typhoon that happened in 2020 noong November. They came up with Star Truck. It was very successful. And last year rather, Star Truck na-activate uli siya dahil ang ang mga kababayan natin in the Visayas and Mindanao kailangan talaga na ating tulong. So if you're also thinking of doing good charity work, and again, it doesn't have to be big or small, and don't measure it that way. Ang importante is that makapagbigay tayo ng charity work, okay? Ang importante is the moment that we want to manifest anything and everything, isipin natin is to do charity work. Also, hindi lang limited to something monetary or something material yung ating charity work. Remember, the smallest ways that we can offer good energy like kindness, love, generosity, etc. Think of any good word, kindness that resonates, kindness. Those are the things that you can do. Imagine just offering a smile to a stranger. That is a form of charity work. In short, maging mabait, mapagmahal, at mapag-asikaso. In short, be very kind and loving to anyone and everyone. That can also help you manifest a lot of blessings. Okay? So para sa first participant natin, so far so good, but I know this could be better and I know how competitive kasi itong mga taong to. So sige, at least alam natin yung current energy. And for now, thank you for joining Tarot Thursdays. So welcome everybody. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher, also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. And welcome to Tarot Thursdays. Please stay tuned. By the way, if you have questions, you wanted to see your energies manifesting for this year, either it's going to be a focus of career or love life. Pero yung dalawang yun, hindi nyo magagawa pag hindi tayo healthy. Kaya tandaan nyo, kailangan natin i-manifest ang good health natin. Magtanong, libre lang po. Share the live video. Send a screenshot na na-share yung live video natin in our social media. Please send it in our Facebook page. Naka-pin post in our comment section. Tingnan na natin ang ating second na participant. And while, thank you sa pa-major card. Wow. Kalma lang. Okay. Kalma. Okay. And while I'm checking ating second participant, please stay tuned at the end of our session because we have a special draw na yung ating one lucky winner ng ating 1,000 pesos worth of Celestial Blue Abundance Crystal Bracelet, one lucky winner. And syempre, lahat po ng nanonood sa atin, please stay tuned. You all have an opportunity to win workshop passes for next month. Every month, and we are giving away passes para sa mga workshops natin. Para naman again, this is always an added layer of mga good experiences that Reiki with Marky is always in continuous na, anong tawag dito, na goal to all of the viewers. So, when we participate, nanonood na tayo, nakakuha na tayo ng wisdom, nakakatulong pa tayo because we will let you experience the whole workshops para kumaga the workshops that you will be attending sa amin. Marami na kayo natututunan here, but those workshops, they have very specific na mga learnings and teachings that will always guarantee a perfect tool to use in our life challenges. So sa haba-haba ng sinabi ko, eto na yung ating second participant. Second participant natin, ang question is that, reading about my spiritual journey for this year. Wow, napakalalim. And gustong-gusto ko yan because sabi ko nga ang path ng spirituality, ito talaga ay deeper calling. And, hindi siya namimili. Okay, hindi siya namimili. So, hindi mo nga, pati sa bakla tinawag. So, ganun talaga. Okay. So, tingnan natin para sa second participant natin. Yung spiritual journey for 2021. Nako. Okay. Di ba napakadaldal talaga nitong ng ating tarot cards? Kaya paborito ko 'to eh. Oh wow. Oh wow. Aba, wow. Okay, napakaganda. May one major card ang ating second participant. So far, nakaka-major card ang mga participant natin. Kaya magtanong na kayo later on. So ito yung ating first card and this is where the major card is found, the Hermit. I love this card. Natin mo naman, napakaganda nun. The Hermit, in Tagalog, ermitanyo. Now, you know how it is. The hermits are very wise. They are very wise and at the same time spiritual beings. But if there's one thing common that when you talk about hermits, they're always mostly more often than not would be either inside of a cave or deep into the woods. So with this first energy coming into play, that is where the energy is going to, kumbaga, the jump start of the energy in your spirituality. It is really the current energy that dictates that there is gonna be higher learning, and it's not just higher learning. This would require a good amount of focus and dedication because that's how hermits are. The hermits would always take time to process the learnings and teachings until it becomes a wisdom through thorough processing of isolation and absorbing the wisdom. So that is exactly what's happening para sa ating second participant. And only for the next card will be Six of Summer. Oh my gosh, napakaganda. Tinan mo, look at this. It's Six of Summer. Summer is a representation of cups. And Six of Cups, look at that. Look at the fairies rejoicing. Look at the environment as well. It's a very healthy, rich environment. Talking about being close to nature, being close to, and when you talk about, look at that, the waterfall here in this imagery represents also a strong surge of blessing, literally like a waterfall that keeps flowing and flowing strongly in our life. And with the cups, a representation of the cups are celebrations. And these are, look at the celebrations, the representation of the fairies rejoicing while the water falls is giving the blessings. That's the kind of experience that you're about to experience. And it will lead to, oh my gosh, what a very strong card. We have the King of Autumn. Now, when we get Autumn, this is the pentacles or the coins. And this is really, of course, on a material sense, on a financial sense, of course, this is financially rewarding. So I'm talking about more blessings. Don't be surprised na bakit yung ending niya ang blessing, bakit ganon. And we are talking about the spiritual path. Now, let me explain something, also doing a piggyback on the law of attraction. Because as we all know, sabi ko nga, science dictates it. It's literally how gravity works, or how Newton explained um, the third law of motion. In every action, there's always going to be equal or unequal action reaction. So literally, how the universe works is that the only thing that you can understand what kind of experiences that you will be receiving is also about the kind of energy na binato mo kay universe. And like a boomerang will always find its way back to you. So, pero bakit financial abundance or material abundance yung pabalik, spirituality yung binigay. Because remember how the universe works, it also understands the spectrum of energies. One side of the spectrum will talk about all the good positive energies. So it talks about love, peace, light. Those are the top three na highest energies natin. Kaya lagi natin sinasabing love and light for a spiritual na mga greeting, di ba? Love and light, you would always hear that because those are the top two highest, strongest positive energies. And nandun din, kasama rin doon ng abundance, prosperity, trust, kindness. Think of good, positive words. Nandun yun sa isang spectrum. So that means, when you are talking about everything good here, equally, sa kabilang side ng spectrum natin will be the opposite energies. Nandun yung hate, anger, envy, jealousy, darkness, also poverty consciousness. Now, talking about Newton's third law of motion, kapag ano man ang energy na binato natin, and again, it will always find its way back to us like a boomerang, hindi lang ganun exactly binabalik sa atin yung mga energies. When we receive the energies back, what comes with it are the other possibilities ng other energies on that same spectrum. Kaya, huwag kayong magtataka na laging kasama yung abundance and prosperity just by doing good, just by being kind, just by focusing on love, just by having a strong foundation of love. Nagiging very abundant ang isang tao. That's why I always say that. I'm living my most abundant life. I never said I'm a billionaire or like that. Pero all I'm saying is that I am overflowing with a lot of positive energies. I'm overflowing with so much love. And that is something that would let you really feel fulfilled. And that in itself, sabi ko nga, every time, it literally just starts on love, on being kind, on being very, very loving. And then ang balik sa atin ni universe or ni God, napakaraming blessings. And this is why, at the end, kahit na you are also someone who knows the priority, syempre, ng finances and the career natin, this is also giving you a very good assurance that this is not just not just a career, but a life that will fulfill you. Thank you for choosing Tarot Thursdays. So, congratulations sa ating second participant. Napaka-meaningful ng mga questions mo. Napaka-meaningful din ang sagot mo. And now, we're ready to take on the next question natin. But before that, good evening po sa inyong lahat. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher, also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. Welcome to Tarot Thursdays. Stay tuned. A part of the program natin, we will be allotting the last 20 minutes of our program to also do predictions for the whole year. I'm going to be drawing 12 separate cards representing every month's energy. At the end of every month, we will have a separate na video, and this is to also have a recap. Kumbaga, we will compare side by side kung ano yung mga initial findings that we will have for tonight. And also, ito naman ay mga first time ko rin na babasahin na energies natin. I'm also looking forward to it. So ako din, pareho tayong masusurprise kung ano man. So stay tuned. Also, we are officially announcing that one lucky winner ng mga audience natin for tonight will be enjoying 1,000 pesos worth of Celestial Blue Crystal Abundance Bracelet, our official partner. You may also visit his Facebook and Instagram. It's at celestialblue.ph. Yung blue is BLEU because he's social like that. Ayan. And then, syempre, stay tuned then at the end of our show dahil may opportunity naman kayo to also have an entry sa ating monthly na workshop pass. Yan naman magiging prices natin. So, ito na yung ating second na participant. Hi po, Master Don Sherry. Ay, thank you so much. Ask ko lang po kung ano magiging financial reading for this year. Okay, so tingnan natin yan, financial reading for this year. And yan yung focus natin, tingnan natin. We will get 3 cards for you at ang ating third participant. Here we go. First card, second card. And here is our third card. Okay. So, tingnan na natin. Okay. Oh. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. There is one major card. So this is really looking really, really good. Okay. So, the first card, and this is gonna be the current energy natin. We have Ace of Spring. And when we get Spring, this is again the energy of one's or hard work and effort. Okay, so and when we get the Ace, and look at this, it's a napaka-expressive nito. Napaka-simple lang nung ating imagery, especially for this one, compared to the other cards na makikita mo dito. This is really one of very kumbaga straight to the point na the kind of card. When we get Spring, this is again one's hard work and effort. And look at this. Literally, look at the start of the energy ng hard work and effort. We know, kumbaga halimbawa, nag-uumpisa pa lang tayo mag-impact ng ating mga energies. We're starting to improve. Kumbaga, ito yung time na nagtatanim tayo ng magandang energies. And the mindfulness, when it comes to the finances, the mindfulness is there to focus on growing it. And that means maganda yung kumbaga you've learned a lot from the last 2 years. You've learned a lot when especially the realistic na pasok or flow ng ating finances the last 2 years, na develop mo na yung strategy. You're starting to become very mindful about yung mga strategies natin so that we can not just survive but will always have something extra just to save for the rainy days. And that's important. That's what this card is about. And look, there is a symbol of the kite here, and that is a very good symbol na of reaching the goals, dreams, and aspirations. That means you are also wanting to take a bold shot ng ating kumbaga to take risks on something that would also yield another blessing outside of our, kumbaga meron na tayong steady na income for the month, na steady yung pagpasok yung flow nun. And I know a part of your goals is to discover something extra or something outside of that. You are wanting to discover if this can be possible for this year. I'm telling you na naramdaman ko yan dito. The second card will answer that fully, because this is the second na card natin, which is resonating the current energy natin, no? We have a major card, and this is the 20th card, the awakening. But you know what this is? This is the judgment card. And you know what? The judgment card, this is a very good card that resonates. Ang nakalagay dito is awakening, but this is really the judgment. But the judgment card and the awakening here is a representation of, it's about making or choosing a decision that you kumaga, na napili mo na yung decision, and it's not just you've chosen a decision, it's the best decision. Kaya kung it's one of the things that you have been wanting to manifest for this year, something extra, and if the question is it something that's going to be fruitful? Is it something that will also, na I can maintain consistently? The answer is yes, because we are, oh my gosh, napakaganda. We have the Herald of Summer. And this is, look at that, napaka-rich nung napakaganda, napaka-elegant. No? And look at that, like a flower that blooms, that is a very good symbol that it is fruitful. And this is not just fruitful, it's beautiful. And when we get the cups, that's a celebration. Okay, this is literally something to celebrate. And look at how fulfilling this image looks like. And it literally feels like the happiness that you can also see in the imagery, you can really feel that there's really fulfillment and happiness on that. So that means, if the question is it going to be a very good year? I will say it's going to be a very good year. And maganda na to, pwede pang pagandahin. Sabi ko nga, if the goal is to manifest more blessings, ang goal din natin is to always embody what energy we're going to manifest. So kung ang goal natin is mas maraming blessings, then tayo mismo, kailangan we have to be the source of blessing. You want blessing? Be the source of blessing. Yan ang magiging pangdagdag ng energy natin para mas makapag-manifest tayo for 2022. But for now, maraming salamat for joining Tarot Thursdays. Good evening. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher, also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. Welcome to Tarot Thursdays. And we provide free tarot reading para sa inyo, lalo na sa mga gusto nyo ma-manifest na energies, priorities, at syempre goals, dreams, aspirations for 2022. Libre lamang po magtanong. All you need to do, check nyo po yung guidelines natin here in our pin post. Gusto ko ng maraming matulungan, kaya dire-diretso na tayo. Okay, welcome. Ayan. So, tingnan na natin ang ating next participant. Okay. Ay, anong tawag dito? Ang ganda ng tanong. Ay, wait lang. Ayan. May gusto ka bang ma-manifest? Yan, okay. So, while kino-confirm ko lang ang ating, okay, ano mas priority? Okay, health. Maganda yan. Tingnan natin. Very good. Very good. Sabi ko nga, you know what? Marami tayong gustong pangarap na abutin, and I am all for that. Ako din, marami pa akong pangarap sa buhay. But at the same time, magagawa natin lahat ng mga yan kapag napakalakas ng ating mga katawan. Kaya naman, priority din natin malaman ang ating health for the coming year. Ay, nandito na nga pala tayo. Di ba minsan no, pag uumpisa talaga yung quarter, minsan you have to get used to yung bagong taon. Lalo na yung, oh my gosh, I remember when I was in school, na you have to write the date sa mga notebook mo, tapos mag-shift na bago. Ay, medyo matagal na yun. Medyo matanda na tayo. Ayan, okay. Sorry na. So, ito na para sa health natin ng ating third participant. Here we go. Uy, wow! Uy, wow! Oh my gosh! Wow! We have two major cards para sa ating current participant. Napaka-exciting. Okay. So this is really good. Now, when we talk about our health, uy! we have a very meaningful card here. The starting energy natin, we have the Seven of Autumn. And when we get Autumn, this is a representation of Pentacles. Okay, Pentacles. Okay. So, or coins or abundance and prosperity. Look at that. And look at that celebration that you already have. That is the starting energy. And when we're talking about health, napakagandang reminder na we are starting the year. And actually, pati dahil nga sabi ko, dalawang cards sa susunod natin, major cards, plus this card, we are giving a very good result when it comes to our health. And that is one of the soundest assurance that we can get. Sabi ko nga, hindi natin maima-manifest ang mga pangarap natin sa buhay kung hindi gano'n kalakas yung ating mga katawan. And us having all positive, very strong cards for health, that is really a very, very, very good sign. Nakaka-inspire yung ganyan. And kilala ko kasi itong ano na 'to, itong participant natin na meron talagang mga concern din, may mga concern din sa health. And with this coming into play, all the positive cards, strong positive cards that have reflected, that is a very sound assurance. And for me, sabi ko nga lahat naman, lalo na yung abundance, prosperity, yung mga blessing natin, sa totoo lang kayang-kaya nating trabahuhin 'yan. Sa totoo lang puwede na nating bigyan ng maraming energy, paghirapan lang natin, makakapag-manifest din tayo. Pero sabi ko nga, para lang magkaroon tayo ng napakagandang assurance that we can do anything, we can manifest anything, siyempre 'pag maganda yung health natin, and this is a very good sign. Now the second card is another fruitful, yet sabi ko nga, napaka-crucial din itong card nito because we have the Wheel of Time, or this is also the Wheel of Fortune sa ating Rider-Waite. This is the Karma card. And karma is neither good nor bad. Karma is only a product of our cause and effect, the law of cause and effect. So just like how we are starting in this energy, the celebration of the energy, the positivity na pinanggagalingan ng energy natin is something that will allow us to keep our feet on the ground. That means maganda yung jumpstart ng health natin, mindset, our headspace, our emotions that are very balanced. That means when they are working well together, working in the same rhythm, all for positivity, all for the optimism of things, when we continuously do that, the Wheel of Time or the Wheel of Fortune kasi is a card that will never disappoint. In short, kung anong tinanim siya'y aanihin mo din. So that means, this is giving you a very good reminder na syempre maganda yung jumpstart, your goal is to maintain. Napakaganda ng mindset na binigay mo sa sarili mo when you are wanting to start your clean slate here in 2022. This card is reminding you na i-maintain mo lang and to do even more, mas marami kang makukuhang blessings, in which the last card confirms. The Emperor. The Emperor is the card, yung outcome card natin. And the Emperor is like the king. Teka nga, alam ko may pinamanifest tayo kasi na ano may specifically may wanting tayong to manifest dun dito sa current participant natin kasi makukuha na ba natin yung pinagpe-pray natin? That is what the second card is giving us. Meron kasi kaming dahil sabi ko nga kilala ko personally itong participant natin, meron kaming mina-manifest, tinutulungan namin siya na i-manifest yung isang malaking major health decision. It is something that we are wanting to really materialize for the longest time. But when the Wheel of Time or the Wheel of Fortune is here, it will also be a very good signifactor na kailangan lang natin maging continuous na consistent sa pag-maintain or to improve the energies even more para finally ma-manifest natin siya. And this is what also this card is saying. You are giving yourself a clear shot for you to really celebrate like a king. So I want you to really be oh my gosh, alam mo ba, oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. Nakita ko yung last detail na yan that really symbolizes na nakita yung hinahanap natin. Oh my gosh. Now, my say, because this tiny detail, sabi ko napakadaldal nitong card dito, na with this tiny detail yung hinahanap natin na gusto nating ma-manifest, there is a strong chance na mahanap na natin yung hinahanap natin. And for that, more charity work to make sure that we're always going to be very mindful of our energy para masustain yung kindness, goodness, the foundation of love, para pag bumalik sa atin yung energy na yon, and as this card entails, it will be an ultimate celebration and I will be there to celebrate with you. So, ang reminder ko lang sa'yo, syempre, to continuously do your charity works, no matter, and huwag na nating i-measure if it's big or small, charity work is charity work. Similarly, a blessing is a blessing. Any amount, any ounce of kindness, goodness would go um, an extra mile. It creates tremendous ripples of kindness and goodness in this universe. Hindi nyo lang alam kung gaano kalaki yung effect na nabibigay natin sa universe when we offer kindness and love. Similarly, when we offer the opposite, there are also similar things that collectively we all get to experience. But, congratulations sa'yo. Thank you for joining Tarot Thursdays. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher, also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. Welcome to Tarot Thursdays. Stay tuned. At the end of our show, we're going to be allotting the last 20 minutes for us to do a 12-month review of our monthly energies for 2022. Anything to be mindful about, anything na kailangan nating pagtuunan ng pansin every month. Also, as an added layer of good experiences, and para mas makatulong pa kami sa ating mga experiences here when you visit our YouTube channel, at the end of every month, we are going to have a recap. We're going to have a separate video to recap yung ating mga energies for the month and to cross-check yung accuracy ng mga initial findings natin, in which we will find out last 20 minutes of our session. It's also going to be the first time that I'm going to be reading it, so lahat tayo, I'm equally excited what's in store for everybody as well. So, next participant na tayo. Dyan muna kayo, huwag muna next episode. Kalma lang muna tayo dyan, okay? So, tingnan na natin. Okay, here we go. Ayun. Okay, this is going to be our next participant. Sabi niya, "Hi Marky." Hello din sa iyo. Dami ko pala questions last time. Grabe. Ganun nga. Okay lang yan. Siguro ngayon, love reading naman po. Thank you and thank you for the last time's read. Ay, maraming salamat. Walang anuman. And, teka. Teka nga. Okay, teka. Okay. Tingnan. Anong tawag dito ba? I wanna say, ang dami nga pala sa atin, nagko-comment na here. I wanna say hi muna to everybody. Arisha, hello, namaskaram din sa'yo. Nice of you to drop by. Maraming salamat. My fellow Reiki masters are here, Doc Wells and Master Lay. Maraming hi Gail. Late ako. Ikaw na. Okay lang yan. Pwede pang makahabol. Okay, sige, tingnan natin yung ating love life na for 2022 reading para sa ating current na participant. Ay, palaka! Sorry na, ang likot ko kasi. So, sorry na kapag kung narinig nyo yun. Yan, okay. Sorry na. Ayan. Okay. So, tingnan na natin yung ating current participant love reading for 2022. Here is your first card. And of course, as you may know, lalo na kung sanay na tayo, nanonood tayo sa ating Tarot Tuesdays and Thursdays, when we are asking for love questions, the ultimate card that would answer talagang clearly is the Lover's card. But I'm telling you, when it comes to love, it's not the only energy na magi-indicate ng possibility ng love, okay? And also, I would want to add, sabi ko nga, more often than not, yung mga participants natin will be asking very challenging and sensitive questions. And when I say sensitive, I mean talk about, syempre, these are our life goals, priorities. Hindi lang career, okay? Hindi lang career ang mga priority natin. And when we talk about reading the possibilities, most especially we're coming from a clean slate for this year, we are only looking at the possibilities of it being favorable or the opposite, no matter kung ano man ang lalabas sa mga cards natin. Okay? Sa lahat na magpa-participate for tonight, huwag kayong mag-alala, this is just a very good reminder of what your current energy is. We all are provided with God's ultimate gift. It's called free will. And yung free will natin, this is really something that gives us perfect opportunities to receive a lot of blessings. All it takes is for us to be mindful of our current energy. Whether it's good, we can even make it better kapag may warnings, and then we will totally shift our energies. The mindfulness that we will always apply in an everyday basis, yan yung magagaranti sa atin na no matter kung ano man ang ilalagay or ano man yung mga nagiging findings ng ating cards, we have a perfect opportunity to improve and to really harvest many blessings. So tingnan natin. Oh, there is one major card. Okay, and it is possession in the last card. That is a very promising na energy. Kumbaga, if you're gonna look at this in a nutshell, it is a progressive na energy. So, kumbaga, magbi-build up yung energy until the last card will be. Ang last card kasi, that's the outcome or that's the possible outcome. And when you get the major card there, that's your first clue. May possibility. May possibility. Okay? So, our first card, we have the Five of Autumn. That's a very good reminder. That's a very good reminder. Yeah, okay. Naku, napakadaldal talaga nitong card na to. Naku, I'm excited to show you kung ano naging sagot niya sa umpisa. Okay? We have the Five of Autumn. When we get Autumn, this is in the Rider-Waite, the symbol of the Pentacles or the coins. Nagtatayo tayo ng love, ang sinagot sa atin ay coin. So, that is your first clue. Okay? That's your first clue. Look at the Five of Autumn here. So, look at that. Napakadaldal talaga ng card na to. Ito, isipin mo ako yan. Okay? Isipin mo ako yan. Ako yung bata. Ikaw yan. Tinuturo kita kung saan ka pupunta. Dun ka pupunta. Okay? Because what this card is telling you is that we are also needing to be mindful of what our current energy is about. We are asking about the energy to manifest love. Pero sabi ko nga, if this is gonna be the answer to our manifestations, is understanding how the energy of the boomerang na marireceive natin is all gonna be about what we're doing. And what this card is saying is that majority of our current energies are about career. That's not bad at all. Of course, this is also a priority. Our career is a priority. But at the same time, syempre, it's the mindfulness of what you would want to manifest. If you're saying that it's something that you would want to manifest for this year, for us to equally manifest this, dapat mindful tayo. Ano bang klaseng energy yung binibigay ko kay universe? This first card is telling you, because ito yung pinanggagalingan ng energy mo, that is saying that there is a responsibility and accountability for you to improve or to add energies of love. I've used this example more than many times na in this session, and I love using this relatable example. If you're always finding yourself daydreaming kung anong pakiramdam ng nanalo sa loto. Lalo na pag nakikita mo mga 300 million ng jackpot prize, yung ganyan. Ako automatically, pag nakita ko yung mga prizes, honestly, kahit na hindi naman siya mag-100 yung mga million, basta malaki-laki, halimbawa nga, basta nga nag-double digit na yung jackpot prize for me, kinikilig na ako eh. Nagde-daydream na ako agad. Halimbawa, iisipin ko na, syempre, ito charity work. And syempre, ito, bibiling ko na yan. Bibiling ko rin to. Isa-secure ko yan. Ang dami na nating plano, pero hindi naman tayo tumataya. So, paano tayo mananalo? In short, tumaya muna tayo. And this is what this card is telling you. To add energies to that, the accountability is for you to go to that direction kung where the party is at. But right now, wag muna tayo mag-party. This is literally just an allegory, okay? So, kidding aside, we all know that our part of the responsibility din natin as a citizen of the Philippines is syempre to be mindful na we are starting to experience an exponential surge of cases, COVID-19 cases. And if you look at the trend the last 3 days, it's literally exponential. Okay, so though literally this card is saying for you to add the energies and to go out there are more creative ways for us to do that. And syempre, one of the easiest and the most accessible, online, to interact and to add energies of interaction online, because that is what this next card is saying. We have the Knight of Spring. Naku, spring. When we get spring in our Rider-Waite, and for this card, this is a representation of the wands. And so that is your first clue. Okay, ang possible na it's directing isang napakasipag na nilalang. Yan ang idea ng ating posibleng makikilala. Isang napakasipag, hardworking, very, very cerebral and intelligent. And also looking for the possible love to be manifested for this year. In short, looks like niluluto na ni universe ang ating magandang energy ng love life for this year, dahil where it leads, we have the major card, the star. And the star is a very inspiring na card because that's the theme and the energy of the star. It is the energy that inspires you. It is the energy that you also serve as an inspiration. That means I'm seeing that there is a possibility na mag-manifest ito. But remember, with one major card, or for me to say na napaka-fruitful ng energies, syempre the more major cards. But this is not half bad because there's already one and the inspiration card is there. That means maganda yung jumpstart na binigay natin. The more mindfulness that you will give yourself to equally give an opportunity to add quality energies for love. Sabi ko nga, taya-taya, nag-i-improve pa yan. So all I'm saying is that there is already an idea kung ano yung possible na characteristics ng ating makikilala. And syempre, sabi ko nga, manifesting the blessing is one, maintaining it is another. So makilala man natin, mabigyan tayo ng opportunity to meet itong nilalang na to for this year, it doesn't stop there. Sabi ko nga, when we talk about plants, by the way, hindi nyo ba napansin na napakabago pala ng ating plant setting? This is a live terrarium na, nako, yun ang, si Baby ang gumawa niyan. He's that talented. Baby, ano ba tong ano? Ito ba yung nung 2019 pa na terrarium? O, iba to? Oh my gosh, you know what? Oh my gosh, this is a terrarium na ginawa niya noong 2020 when pandemic started happening. And hindi, trinim mo na lang to. Okay, pero nung bago siya, hindi siya binubuksan, as in nakaseal talaga siya. And it's very beautiful. Nag-climb na yung ano niya. Hindi ko lang, may ilaw lang kasi, but ayun dito. Remember, kaya ko ni-reference tong plant na to because hindi porke na you see it beautiful now, it will remain forever. You have to continuously give the best conditions for it to continuously grow because you are talking about a living thing or an energy, a dynamic energy that you would want to grow. When you want an energy to grow, of course, you have to have the accountability and the responsibility to grow it by giving it the best conditions. When we're referring to the best conditions for the plant, syempre, parang ganito, may sarili siyang grow light, o meron siya sariling sunlight, may sarili siyang mag-feed ng energy sa kanya. Also, on the love perspective, if we're talking about the right conditions, you have to give the love conditions, okay? You have to be the reason for the person to feel the love, the interest, the happiness. So yan yung mga tip ko para sa iyo. And of course, to manifest this, do a charity work every Friday because yung Friday natin is governed by the planet Venus. Planet Venus is the planet of love, okay, and beauty and abundance and prosperity. So when we please planet Venus every Friday by doing our charity work, and by the way, when we are wanting to manifest something and we're going to the route of doing charity work, before we provide the charity work or before we secure our charity work, we have to set our intentions muna. I am lifting this quotable quote. Yeah, superhero quotable quote. Sa recent na Marvel superhero movie, Shang-Chi. If you haven't watched that, ang ganda. I love Shang-Chi. Sabi dun sa quotable quote ng Shang-Chi ay, if you aim at nothing, you hit nothing. So which is specifically how we're going to be manifesting these. Before you let go of this energy, offer a little prayer and say, Dear God, I am offering this energy. I am willing to let go of this energy for me to manifest this, for me to for me to receive this, for me to be for this answered prayer to be blessed. Ganun. Okay? And then sabi ko nga, para mas alam ng Diyos kung saan niya ibibigay yung ating mga blessing. Okay? For now, napakaganda nito. Congratulations sa'yo. And thank you for joining Tarot Thursdays. Good evening, everybody. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher. Welcome to Tarot Thursdays. And At the end of our session, one lucky winner of a 1,000 pesos worth ng Abundance Crystal Bracelet, courtesy of our official partner. It's at celestialblue.ph. Please check the Instagram and Facebook page. It's at celestialblue.ph. You may also ask for fully customized na crystal bracelets according to the energies that you would want to manifest for this year. Again, one of the soundest investments. But of course, one lucky winner, meron tayong magiging winner for that. Also, lahat ng mga viewers natin, you all have an equal chance to have an entry because every month end, we have a raffle draw that you can win our workshop passes for February schedule. So, simulan na natin yung next natin na ating next na participant. Okay. Here we go. Ay, palaka, na-scroll down. Ay, asan na ba yun? Ayan, okay. So, before that, I wanna say hi. Ay, okay. Hi, Faith. Next episode na ay, kalma lang ako. Joke lang yun. Sorry na. Hi, Gail. Nice to see you. Ano, I mean, wow, wow. Di ba? Wow. Okay, so, okay, para sa next participant natin, career, ang gustong malaman. Okay, tingnan natin ang ating cards. Napakadaldal na cards natin. Let's see. Okay, next participant natin, career. Here we go. Okay. 1, 2. Wow, I just realized na ito yung magiging i-review natin na every month na card. I'm so happy. It all led me back to the tarot deck. Napaka-cute naman nan. Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Alam mo, this is practically, is it really the, yes, this is the third time. This is the third time na lahat ng lumabas na cards are major cards. So definitely, without batting an eyelash, this is your year. And alam mo, I'm so excited to share this with you, not just because this is a major card. And honestly, medyo na-shock lang ako dun sa pinanggagalingan na energy, the first energy, because we have a warning card here. So, eto na, babasahin na natin yung cards. The first card kasi, yung pinanggagalingan natin na energy is the Burning Oak. This is the Burning Oak. Now, in the Rider Waite card, actually, this is the ultimate warning card. This is the Tower. Now, the Tower is the ultimate warning card that mention the energy resonates. It's like, it's gonna fall and crumble. Okay. But this is the starting energy, or rather the past energy. So I know there was a major shift or a major happening in your career when around October. Yeah, around October last year. So because of that major na shift that has happened in your October, it literally gave you the shock of your life. Okay, your ground was literally shaken. Kaya naman lumabas yung tower. It was shaken and then it literally nag-literal fall and crumble yung ating hopes about the career for 2020. And I know you've been wanting to manifest this fully, to improve that energy. And I'm telling you, with this energy na naramdaman natin when October happened, I'm telling you, it improved quickly on the next card because this is the world as our second energy. And I like this card because this is the completion card. That means no matter how challenging that experience was, it's like a complete turnaround. It's a complete turnaround, and it's a very positive turnaround because this is something that totally, kumbaga, that literal chapter has ended only for it to give you a better blessing because this is the card of completion. There is a part of you that will definitely activate the energy of abundance and prosperity, and it's very clear, and it leads you, wow, okay, lumabas na naman tong card na to, lumabas na tong last one. The I hope I can pronounce it correctly. It's is it Vicar? I hope it's Vicar, or The Vicar kasi, that's the energy of the Hierophant, or that's the teacher. Definitely, the last card is a resonating positive energy of learning. Na natutunan mo na last year was an eye-opening experience for you. And to a certain extent that it was really tough. I mean, to experience especially the holidays. It was really one of the, kumbaga, ato, sige, alam ko na, ganito yung pakiramdam when this experience happens. And I know I would want to learn from this, and that is what this card is about. It allowed you to learn many things, and it really, kumbaga, there are really experiences in our life, na most especially kapag it's like a turning point in our life, no matter how sobrang smooth or the opposite it is, when it leaves a mark sa atin, it one way or another motivates us. But syempre maganda na we're coming from the place of optimism, if we're coming from the place of positivity, if we're coming from a place of trusting. I want you to trust that just like how you're gonna be giving the right conditions, learning from your past experiences, yan yung magma-manifest na napakagandang blessings for your career for this year. So I'm seeing a lot of growth. I'm also seeing fulfillment in the financial abundance, in our financial flow for this year. If the question is when will we fully manifest yung mararamdaman natin to, I'm strongly getting the word ay the month March, third week of March. Abangan mo na yan. So, third week of March, kapag na-manifest mo na to by then, third week of March, i-update mo naman kami. We're gonna be very, very happy, and we will celebrate together sa napaka-successful na reading mo. But for now, congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you for joining Tarot Thursdays. So, good evening, everybody. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher, also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. This is Tarot Thursdays. Every Tarot Thursdays, we're here to provide free tarot reading para sa inyo, but also just to set your expectations, next Thursday, we will be doing Dear Marky Live. Okay, so on Dear Marky Live, we're going to be talking about topics, and most of all, look at topics na mas magiging meaningful. We will release the topic for the Dear Marky Live next Thursday natin, and we are gonna be talking about, look at conversations na magbibigay ako ng mga mindfulness tips on how we can be a better version ng ating sarili for this year. We will provide you the mindfulness, the wisdom, and syempre, very easy steps so that you can manifest anything and everything for this year. The goal for this year is to be wait lang. May essay writing yung last participant natin. Oh my God, yes, I failed 2 subjects in my med school last year. Sorry na. That taught me a lot, and as a way of opening me to the spiritual world. Yun na nga. Oo, yun nga. But ang maganda nun, this is really going to give you a very good manifestation. Wow, very good. Okay, so yan. Yung next participant na tayo. Okay. Okay, so tignan na natin yung ating next participant. Hello, Master Marky, watching your YouTube channel live po. Ay, maraming salamat. God bless din sa'yo. Pakibasa naman po ang love life and health. O, unahin muna natin yung love life. Single or double? Tingnan muna natin para makita natin yung possibility. So, while hinihintay ko ang sagot ng ating current participant, something to look forward to, please stay tuned because we will be reading our 2022 na predictions on a monthly basis. We will be drawing 12 cards na every month, ano yung kumbaga the lingering energy or what is the mindfulness na kailangan nating matutunan for the month, na every month end we will have a recap. We will have, kumbaga, isa-summarize natin yung mga energies because sabi ko nga, di ba, every Sunday, oh, by the way, if you haven't watched the weekly tarot reading after this show, panoorin nyo na yung weekly tarot reading kasi nga, Tuesday to Thursday, up to tonight, medyo kakaiba, napakalakas ng energy ng winter, okay? It gets better tomorrow, of course, but syempre, for you to get a detailed na reading for that, panoorin niyo yung weekly tarot reading natin. So, ang gagawin natin is that we're gonna get the summary of these energies and cross-check. Kumbaga, how did it par dun sa ating dun sa ating initial findings na gagawin natin. And then this will always be a continuous thing. Sabi ko nga kasi, we are always aiming na to keep improving your experiences para to continuously find ways para lalong makatulong sa inyo. So for this year, Reiki with Marky will be doing that. So tignan na natin. Okay, love life ang minamanifest nitong ating current participant. Tignan natin. And yung ating participant ay nagbigay na ng details. Okay. May boyfriend, pero tingnan natin ang ating okay. Wow, ang ganda ng story ng ang ganda ng story how this unfolds. Okay, so we have 3 minor cards. Okay, so looking at the energy of love, we have 3 minor cards. So that gives you an idea of how much effort or how much more na energy ang i-improve or idadagdag natin. So it's starting with the 8 of spring, and when we get spring here in the Victorian Fairy Tarot, this is the card. Napakadaldal talaga ng card, di ba? Napakadaldal. So this is the 8 of spring. When we get spring, we are talking about the energy of wands. So that means it's hard work and effort na, like the starting energy. And look at that. Tsaka naman nag-archery. I like that. Yung kumbaga, sabi ko nga if you aim at nothing, you hit nothing, and that, look at that. So very specific. I know may mga specific ang target for this year na you would want to manifest, you want to improve. You also want to improve, syempre, the finances. You also would want to, syempre, to secure the finances. But at the same time, ang gusto mo talagang ma-secure is to really the assurance of love. The second card, the Herald of Winter. Anong tawag dito? This is a very good mindfulness na ibibigay ko sa iyo so that you can manifest on this. Because the Herald of Winter, look at that. Napaka yung natin, yung the fairy that you see there, the imagery here, napaka-regal. Di ba yung feeling, yung datingan niya is napaka-regal. And that in itself is a blessing. But remember, winter is here. Now, the winter, the energy of the winter, alam mo na, kapag when we're talking and we're referring the energy according to the seasons, we do less kapag winter because it's very limiting. Maraming limits when it comes to the winter season. Even the crops, most especially yung mga crops, of course, they're not gonna be as full, and it will be on a pause. So the second card is giving you that there is an opportunity of business here. There is an opportunity na kung gaano ka-fluid yung communication, yung kung gaano kadami, ka-consistent yung communication from last year, there is a tendency na magkaroon ng slowness for this year. There is also a possibility na tawag dito, every time na we are focusing on the communication, it may not necessarily be fruitful consistently. So there will be, kumbaga, may hit or miss. That is what I'm getting from this one because of the winter. Imagine mo from the flow, because it's winter, mag-freeze or magkakaroon ng konting, ayun nga, so magsosolidify. In short, instead comparing it to that fluid situation sana, it is a little slow. That's part of the expectation. So ang ibig sabihin, if we still want to manifest this, if eyes on the prize, if we really want, if we are really aiming for the love energy to grow and to manifest, that means no matter how your first warning here is that no matter there are tendencies na medyo winter yung pakiramdam, there is a little pause. Kumbaga, your goal is to be patient. Your goal is to be always understanding. Your goal is to still provide the right conditions. Tanda mo, pag winter tayo, hindi tayo hindi natin itotodo yung AC natin. We will give warmth by using a heater. So in short, kung winter dito, it's your equal responsibility to warm the heart. Your goals, dreams, and aspirations towards the person should always come from a place of warmth. That means you will be, majority of the time, you will be the source of warmth. You will be the source of love, patience. That's your clue. So that, in the end, Kaya ako nasabi yun kasi tinan mo, Queen of Summer, literally, it should be you. Just to give you a little heads up, majority of the energy when we would want to manifest good energy, good experiences, good blessings for the love this year, ikaw ang majority ng gagalaw on this part of your expectation. That means no matter what challenges will be in front of you, and there will be times, sabi ko nga, there will be times na your patience will be definitely challenged. Your goal is to be equally patient. Your goal is to always, ganito ha, if we have a choice to choose between choosing love, growing love, being love, or the opposite, magalit, hate, envy, jealousy, choose love. That's your reading for 2022, because you would want this to happen. You would want to improve this because I'm telling you, the summer is the energy of the cups. The cups is a celebration. If you want this to be a celebration, your goal is to be very patient, be very loving, be very forgiving. If there is any good tip, pro tip na I'm really wanting you to absorb for your question, for your love, for this to improve, dahil nga puro minor cards, majority of the legwork will be coming from you. Majority ng investment ng patience, ng love, ng care, ng all of the good things will be coming from you. Now, I hope this does not make you feel that you are less of a woman just because you will be the biggest source of love. There is no such thing. We don't need to measure. Let us break the barrier of those gender roles na dapat si lalaki lang magiganto, si babae lang yung ganito, may mga particular roles. Hindi. If we are all praying for equality and we are all manifesting equality, that means we have to break the barriers of these roles, the gender roles. It doesn't mean that you are the ones offering all the good energies, the love, the patience, the kindness. It doesn't make you less of a person. If it in fact makes you a very a very loving person. So that's honestly win-win. But the mindfulness has to be here. That's your goal. We become very mindful. We make sure that this is something that we always maintain in our mind and our heart, so that when the situation is in front of you and when you are faced to make that decision to choose love or to choose the opposite, I'm telling you, if you haven't done it much before or you haven't experienced taking this big of a risk, as you may deem it fit to describe it, it's worth it. I'm telling you, it's gonna be worth it. And when this is gonna be um, manifesting as a blessing na, update mo naman kami. Kinikilig naman ako para sa'yo. So, maraming salamat for joining Tarot Thursdays. So, good evening, everybody. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher, also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. Welcome to Tarot Thursdays. So, may time pa naman tayo because sabi ko nga, we're just gonna leave the last 10 minutes. I will do the last 20 minutes of our time to also provide the energy for the year. We're going to be getting 12 cards. 12 cards representing the 12 months of this year. Every month, at the end of every month, we are going to do a recap. We're going to be cross-checking the initial findings that we will have in just a bit. And this will be an added layer. Syempre, alam mo, I really, majority of the time, I'm really wanting to, syempre, see the consistency of the energies as well. Not just because I want to really prove the accuracy. It's really how we will strengthen na kailangan lang natin pagkatiwalaan yung mga wisdom na binibigay sa atin ng Diyos. That's really what we're going to do here. To make sure na kapag binigay sa atin yung message, the goal is for us to listen. And this will establish how well we can trust yung mga messages na kukuha natin. Kaya naman every month, join me because I'll be creating a separate, there's gonna be an added video, and I'm manifesting that yun na yung magiging at the end of the month, that's gonna be our Thursday. Meron tayong isang Thursday na session, na recorded session, and we will do the recap for that. So tignan na natin yung ating next na participant for tonight. Welcome po. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. One lucky winner of a 1,000 pesos worth na Crystal Abundance Bracelet courtesy of our official partner. It's at Celestial Blue. Do not forget to also follow natin yung mga social media accounts both in Instagram and Facebook. It's at Celestial Blue. Yung blue is BLEU. And if you want to jumpstart your year, to have the best energies that will help you manifest anything and everything for your 2022, customized bracelets are also welcome. So just message Celestial Blue. And I'm telling you, the designs are amazing. Aesthetically, it's very appealing. I mean, look at my bracelets. Yan. Ay, sorry, natrabaho naman tayo. Sorry. Ano nga yung ating current participant? Okay. Good evening, Master. Travel for 2020. Ay, wow. Ikaw na. Ang saya ng idea, no? Alam mo, honestly, I wanted to manifest that as well. Ang una ko lang iniisip yung anak namin. Okay. Siyempre, no? Mahirap pag if magulang ka. Pero may usapan na kami ni Bessie niyan. Mag-iiwanan kami ng ano, kapag may travel. Gusto ko rin yan. So, tingnan natin. Travel for 2022. Okay? So, tingnan natin ang first card. Here is your second card. Okay. So, here we go. Okay. So, okay, this is a very good reminder. We have 3 minor cards here. And so that gives you an idea. If we're wanting to really focus on this here and manifest this in 2022, this is really going to be the mindfulness here. We have the first card, 8 of Autumn. And when you talk about 8 of Autumn, this is in the Rider Waite, this is the Kaching Kaching, Abundance and Prosperity card, the Pentacles or the Coins. And that means if this is the starting energy, you really wanted to manifest this for 2022 because you're coming from this energy na pinaghandaan mo siya. Kumbaga, with the experience that you had last year, actually nagkaroon ka naman ng shot this year, but I know you wanted to improve your experience of travel this 2022. Kumbaga, that's why you were able to save so that in the time that you're gonna be getting the opportunity to manifest on this, you will go all out. Kumbaga, it's wow, pinaghirapan ko to and I deserve this. That kind of feeling. And so kaya naman I know na you really did a lot of efforts for you to not just save for the rainy days. Ang maganda no, na balance mo, you were able to save for the rainy days. Maganda yung pag-compartmentalize ng ating mga planning sa ating finances. You really did very well and that is very inspiring. Now, the next card here, we have the 4 of Summer. And when we get Summer, this is a celebration. This is the cups. According to the Rider Waite or the original na tarot deck, we have the 4 of Summer here, which is a very, look at that. Napaka-expressive nitong card na to. And the environment itself, look at that. It's very green. But look, the being here, the fairy here, may body representation ng body of water. That is a story that gives you the energy of a reflection. I know this is really something that you want. I know there are things na you wouldn't want na to feel some sort of guilt or regret na okay. So ano naman yung pambalance ko sa sarili ko? How do I stay motivated? How do I have this opportunity to look forward into something? For me to really just hang into something or like an anchor so that I can look forward into something amazing or for me to feel good basically. And you know how travel makes you feel. I know how that feeling is. But also what this card is saying is that even if this is really something, it's not a question if you deserve this. It's not a question if it's really meant for you to manifest. It's not a question if you are also, syempre, kumbaga, worth it ba yung for me to do this? It's no. Hindi yan question. You definitely deserve that. So does everybody else. But what this card is saying is that this is still, I know there will be a part of you, whether this is voluntarily or involuntarily, there is a part of us that I know we want this to manifest, but something's telling you pa rin na, are you sure? Pero are you sure? Or would you rather literally just save for the rainy days and then when it literally gets better and then that's the time that you do it? So parang kumbaga, this is still, meron pa rin tayong nararamdaman ng push and pull just because a part of you that is also gonna keep your feet on the ground. It's gonna keep your feet on the ground telling you na parang, yeah, it's a good plan. I know I deserve this. I know na-compartmentalize ko naman ng maigi yung aking cash flow, kung how I'm going to be very mindful sa pagpaplano ng aking finances. But yun nga, that's what I'm doing. I'm planning my finances. Am I really planning it good? So that's really where you're coming from. And that is a very good and another, again, inspiring story. Which, tinan mo, kaya ko siya nakita because the last card, look at that. Oh, napakadaldal, napaka-meaningful. I really love this card. Knight of Autumn. It started with autumn, it ended with autumn. Look at that. Yung autumn again is a symbol of the pentacles or the coins. Now, when we get this, look at that. Tinan mo, parang literally, ang dami mo na harvest and look at that, the symbolism na naman. Okay, so this is a tortoise. So, sabi nga ni Ate V, tortoise. So, namiss ko tuloy si, yung business partner namin. One of my best friends, si Grace, because we always reference that kumaga, iconic Vilma Santos na tortoise. Syempre, look at that, and having the tortoise here is a symbol na parang talagang like yung detail about the rabbit and the turtle, di ba? That they're both on a race and then nagpaka-slap off si rabbit, parang ganun. Literally this one. It may feel like na kumbaga it's like delayed gratification. Okay? Like you are a part of you when you were processing your reflection, you really recognize na parang pwede naman delayed gratification, I can go all out. Kaya ako nakuha yun kanina. Or pwede naman din na parang, in this time and age wherein there's a lot of uncertainty that you can possibly feel anytime, whether there's blessings or the challenges that you're facing. I know one way or another, we all process uncertainties. I'm not bulletproof on that. I want to tell you. Again, I'm a human being. I may be someone who is here to guide, but I am a human being. I'm also subjected to human experiences. But the difference is, just like how I'm giving you itong mga advice, ina-apply ko yun sa sarili ko. Ina-apply ko rin yan because ako din, bilang tao, nakaka-experience din ako. It doesn't mean that I'm a Reiki master and teacher, hindi na ako pwedeng magalit, hindi na ako pwedeng mag-doubt, or hindi na ako pwedeng makadama ng fear. Of course, nadadama ko yan. But the thing is, I have tools that I can use to keep my feet on the ground. I do my Reiki, I do my healing session, I also read the cards for myself whenever I need to make decisions. And so, just like how you are, and just like how I'm giving you a very balanced na advice, binibigay ko rin yan sa sarili ko. I'm making sure that if I'm going to read for myself, if I'm going to care for myself, ayoko ng may bias. Ayoko yung parang one-sided lang yung aking makikita. I want to see that I'm really making the best discernment that I can give in every decision. And I can see that you're processing that well. And so for that, all I'm saying is that, honestly, kung ano man ang maging decision mo dito, hindi masama. Kung ano man ang magiging at the end of the day, sabi ko nga, because that's really the liberty that you have here. Because these are minor cards, no matter what you choose here, hindi sinasabi na it's definite, it's final, you're only gonna choose this, you're only gonna choose that. Nasa kamay mo. At the end of the day, ang decision na yan. Now, no matter what your decision is, and I say this to everybody, sa lahat po ng mga nagpa-participate here in our Tarot Tuesdays or Thursdays, whenever you're here to ask a question, as you can see, I don't tell you na ito lang po ang option na pwede nyong gawin. O ito lang po yung advice ko po, dapat sundin nyo thoroughly. I will never compel anyone na para sabihin na, or sometimes people are wondering, paano kung yung mga yung nabibigyan ko ng advice hindi naman sinusunod yung mga advice ko? Do you feel offended? I don't feel offended at all. I don't. Because again, my role here is to give, number one, options. Better options. For you to see that there are many things that you can do to improve the energy or to really manifest blessings. But at the end of the day, again, just like how it is an advice. It is coming from a place of love, yes. But of course, at the end of the day, ang role natin bawat isa is to individually develop a strong form of discernment. So iyan ang isa sa mga pagdadasal natin. Pray for discernment, pray for clarity, pero the end of it, kung ano man pipiliin mo, tandaan mo, ikaw ang mag-enjoy naman ito. Put it in a situation wherein kung saan man yung magiging decision mo, anuman yung magiging decision mo, may happiness. It will always end in happiness. and fulfillment. No matter what it is, may it be for you saying yes to travel right away or for delayed gratification, all in all, it's all gonna be for whatever will fulfill you, whatever will make you happy. Dun ang susundin mo. Thank you for joining Tarot Thursdays. Now, time check, it's 10:42. Unfortunately, this is going to be our last participant for our session for tonight dahil excited na ako to really read the energies natin for the coming year. And equally, sabi ko nga, I'm also very eager to see. Alam ko, inaabangan din natin lahat to. Sabi ko nga there are a lot of changes that is going to happen for this year because economically speaking, again, we are talking about because on the 9th of May, we are going to be having our elections. And I know inaabangan din natin yan. A little disclaimer, kaya ako inuna yan because here in Reiki with Marky, our goal is again to be the source of balance. I will never, whenever I'm gonna be doing these readings, mapapansin nyo rin naman na as much as I can, I really stay away from anything that would be for you to see me as a little divisive. I always would want to be in the middle. Because sabi ko nga, if I'm practicing balance and no judgment, no bias, it has to reflect on anything. So I will not be specifically mentioning if you're looking at kung sino yung mananalo, I'm going to veer away from giving a specific answer, but you will have a very general feel of it as well. Okay? Disclaimer lamang po tayo. So tingnan naman natin muna, simulan natin ang ating January energy. Tingnan natin ang mga kailangan nating makita sa ating January energy. So, samahan niyo ako sa pagdadasal para maganda ang ating mai-manifest lahat as a nation, di ba? Ay, Lord, gawin mo po akong instrumento ng maraming blessing. Here we go. Tingnan natin January, what is in store? Or as a nation here in the Philippines, ano ba ang mga expected nating energy? And what are the things to be mindful about for January? Ito na, tingnan natin. Here is our first card. Our first card. Oh wow. It's a major card. It's a major card for our first energy. This is the Seeress. The Seeress or the Seer, or in the traditional na Rider-Waite, the Seer is the High Priestess. January is all about. And just like last night, meron din akong personal tarot reading session for 2022. Oh, by the way, if you want to book a session, kasi I know when you're joining our live sessions, of course, this is giving you a portion kapag nakabapalad tayo na to participate in our session. Syempre, this gives you an idea in one aspect of your life. But if you're looking at to have a thorough discussion of the goals, dreams, and aspirations, you can also book a session with me so that we can do a 2022 reading for you. Now, the first month, this is all about, remember, the energy of the seeress rather, or the high priestess is a wise energy. Now, this is really it's a very strong card that reminds us of being mindful and being very wise in all of our decisions because we're starting the year. Remember, if we are talking about January, that is the jump start. That's the jump start. Talk about ito yung ating initial energy na by December, iha-harvest natin siya. Parang ganon. So, literally, this is a representation ng kung anong titatanim natin na energies. But this is mostly resonating decisions. There are many major decisions that we would have to not literally take action, but to plan. And if there's one thing that this card is reminding us, if hindi tayo nagsasama ng planning when it comes to our new year, I'm not just talking about New Year's resolution. That is the tip of the iceberg. When we talk about literally planning, if there is really one aspect of your life that you would want to improve, and this is saying that you have the freedom to focus on any life aspects that you feel you literally need to manifest and focus on for the year, that means we start now. We start now by improving the energies. The planning, we should be mindful of yung planning natin. The steps that we need to take. Hindi pwedeng plano lang. What are the steps that we're going to take? If the goal is to go from point A to point B, what are the steps that you're going to take so that you can manifest that blessing? and for you to maintain it. Similarly, kung anong ginagawa natin ngayon, di ba? Reiki with Marky on an energetic sense, yan ang ginagawa namin. Ginagawa ng Reiki with Marky is to make sure na for the year, we will do something that will maintain the mindfulness. Kaya nga sabi ko nga, every month end, di ba, magdadagdag tayo ng layers, nagre-recap tayo ng energies para makita natin if we did well, if we're able to really improve the energies. That is also agreeing. We are starting the month with a very good amount of responsibility na kailangan if we are also wanting to manifest blessing, we have to be accountable. Okay? We have to be responsible enough na if we really want a clear direction, then we do the steps to make it a clear direction. And we always do it consistently. Because sabi ko nga, manifesting it is one, maintaining it is another. What a very good message. So tingnan naman natin, ano naman ang energy ng February. Okay? Energy ng February natin, what is the theme or what do we need to be mindful about for February? Here we go. Okay, now, February, we have the Queen of Winter. Okay, winter. Oof, okay. Okay. Nako, winter. I will do it on the basis of winter. I will still follow the traditional of Rider-Waite, but I'm really seeing many things. Let this be a very good warning for everybody. Health. February, when we talk about the queen, imagine, like the ice queen itself, cold, yung like a cold, imagine mo yung yung depictions ng ice queen in fairy tales, yung parang with a cold heart, ganun. But this is mostly, remember also doing a piggyback in the last 3 days that we had, and look at the surge of the cases. I'm telling you, kasama sa mga plano natin is a very good plan on how we will improve our health, because come February, that's our first warning. We may not necessarily like the health situation that we will be experiencing. So be more extra mindful of our health. Let this be a good priority. Do anything and everything that it takes so that you can take steps to improve your health. That means being mindful of what you eat, exercise, rest. Those are the important matters. Drink your medicine, be consistent with your water. And honestly, we know what's best for our body. But if there's one thing that we really need to focus on, is the mindfulness for us to really follow that and always be our priority as well. This is what this card is about, because you know what, when we talk about winter naman in the traditional, this is really the swords. That's the wisdom right there. When we talk of we have to really embrace and embody that when we talk about our health, that is a form of wealth at the same time. Hindi natin nga mape-perform lahat ng mga gusto nating makuha, yung mga gusto nating ma-manifest, yung mga gusto nating maabot sa buhay natin, kung yung katawan natin, it is not strong enough to withstand any of those life challenges. Talking about, halimbawa, if literally the goal is to climb the top of the mountain, okay, kung hindi tayo malakas to climb that mountain, paano natin siya mararating? On a literal sense, that is something that you need to literally understand when you consider your health and how it is related to achieving all of our goals, dreams, and aspirations. Napaka-strong ang warning ng ating February, sa health natin. Kaya tingnan naman natin yung ating March. Okay, tingnan natin ang March natin. Abangan din natin, kasi I have a very strong health na nakikita dito. Abangan natin, huwag tayong maging complacent sa health natin. This is what this card is saying. Let's talk about March. Okay, it's very good naman. Okay, our March, we have the 3 of Summer. 3 pala, sorry. Pala puno, sorry. 3 of Summer. In the Victorian Tarot, summer is a representation of cups, okay, celebrations, okay, in the traditional. And look at that, yung nakakatawa, nakuha ko to last Tuesday for a love question. Yung parang, napaka-expressive naman kasi yung basaan, di ba? Nagbabasaan sa batis, okay? But, you know what? I see a very good amount of celebration of blessings, but meron din tayong warning na if there's one thing na majority nakikita ko, there will be a lot of celebrations. There will be a lot of things to celebrate. The celebrations that you will get will be according to the best decisions that you're going to give. And it all boils down to what kind of intentions you set. So that when you make sure that your intentions are right, your intentions are coming from the place of love, greater good, all for happiness, all for goodness and kindness, all for love, you are guaranteed to receive a lot of blessings. But meron tong equal warning. When you go through these decisions, may mga opportunities of emotional imbalances. I'm telling you, when the cups are here and yung body of water, although it may signify a lot of blessings, a strong flow of water, I am also seeing a lot of energies of conflict that will also have tendencies for you to have imbalanced na emotions. And I'm also seeing na be mindful be mindful of a possible conflict that may leave a scar na pwede mo siyang imaginein mo. It's like starting a chapter of conflict na magsa-start ng March na magtatagal the rest of the year. You have to be mindful with your close relationships and new relationships. Meron ding possibility na may mamimit na bago, and at the same time that can um, arise an energy of possible conflict, personal conflict. And it's not limited, I may say personal conflict, and it's not limited lang to our personal lives. I'm seeing basta any person old and new na in our life, there is a possibility of conflict lamang. Of course, malaki din yung responsibility natin here for us to really maintain good energy. But of course, sabi ko nga, yung intentions natin, it will always save us. Always just come from a place of love, okay? Oof, ang dami nating warning for for this March natin na. As you can see, the first two ones, actually medyo balance naman yung March natin, but still may mindfulness na kailangan. Now tignan natin yung April natin. What is the April energy? Wow, okay, very good. We have the Queen of Autumn for April. Wow. When we get autumn in our cards, this is a in the traditional tarot, Rider Waite, this is a representation. Oh, sorry. Oof, abundance and prosperity. Oh, and new connections. New connections. Okay. New connections, new opportunities. When I talk about, think of Bibo Hotdog. Dito tayo magpe-perform na maigi on April. This is really a good opportunity for us to always have the best decisions in our career. Maganda ang energy ng career natin to focus on our career on April, and at the same time, think of thinking out of the box. Think of innovating. Think of doing something extra for your career. If you are thinking of the right opportunity for you to not just showcase what you are capable of, or to always surprise kumaga your peers, your bosses, na you have a few tricks up your sleeve yourself. Or in short, this is really the best way for us to shine in our career. And if you're doing business, innovation is what's lingering in the April energy. Do not be complacent with what you have. Okay, it's always about being on the look for something that will innovate, or for you to start a trend, start something new, or basically take risks. But these, I know the risks that are also felt here are calculated risks. Make sure kasama na naman yun sa January planning. And since napakaganda ng energy na executing abundance and prosperity for our April energy, majority yung mga reminders natin is to work hard. Okay, to work hard and to be very patient and to give out all the passion that we can give so that we can manifest greater blessings for April. Now, tignan na natin ang ating May. Okay, and we know kung anong meron sa May natin. Tignan natin ang May natin. What is the May energy? Woof! Okay. Because as you know, May is a very Okay. Here is our May energy, and this is a major card. And we know May 9, this is going to be election day. So I want us to remember this reading most especially. We have the fortitude or the strength card. Pero tignan mo maigi yung imagery. This will give you an idea yung magiging, look at that, at the end and at the background, there's a beehive, like the queen bee of this beehive. That is the representation of our leader. And I want you to take a closer look on the imagery. Ano ba ang representation niyan? That is going to be our idea for our the queen bee. And I want you to take a look at the imagery then. Tignan natin yung imagery ng lalaki. Ay, sorry. Yung imagery yung imagery. The smile, I'm literally looking at the smile. Honestly, if I were to be honest, na-mention ko na to sa RX last Thursday. If you want to see a recap of yung review nung sa RX last Thursday, mukhang sinesecond niya yung binavalidate niya yung nakita ko. So, we need to be strong. Okay, we need to be strong. We need to develop strength. This country needs to be very strong. No matter what will happen to the results, the country is needed to, it's a call for strong energy of magpakatatag tayo. Okay? Tingnan natin ang ating June energy. Tingnan natin ang June energy natin. Okay, let us see. Oh, very good. We have the Herald of Autumn. This is the June energy. The Herald, or the Autumn rather, the Autumn is the energy of Pentacles, or this is really the harvest time. June, this is really, because this is also the start of our second quarter. I'm seeing it on a financial aspect. Actually, ang daming blessings din in June, honestly. I'm seeing very fruitful energies. There's harvest time. Definitely, there's harvest time of blessings come June. I'm seeing a lot of blessings, new opportunities. Think of harvest time, but think of also something new. Think of something unexpected. Think of something that you're expecting. But I'm seeing a lot of blessings, both for the career, both in the personal relationships, both. These are also, I'm seeing a lot of good news happening on June. I'm also seeing a lot of, kumbaga, may gusto tayong ma-manifest. We are expecting something na i-harvest natin na something positive. Lalabas lahat yan ng June. And I'm very, very optimistic about this month. Just because I'm seeing a lot of fruits, a lot of napakayabong, to look at that, literally nag-harvest siya. And also, if you are thinking of making bold decisions for June, I'd say yes. Okay, so June is about taking risks, taking risks, harvest all the blessings, both for the personal and on the career side. Thank you po. Tingnan natin ang ating July energy. Our July energy. Here we go. July energy. Oh gosh. Okay, I believe we have a warning here. We have 5 of Summer. And from the looks of it, look at the imagery, I may say that we are looking for a natural calamity that we are possibly going to experience by August. Third week of August. Third week of August, it's gonna be on a weekday. That would be, malalaman natin siya by Tuesday, magma-manifest ng Wednesday. Third, okay. If I'm not mistaken, and I hope, I don't know, when we get warnings, of course, hindi ako masyado natutuwa when these things get accurate, but I'm seeing the Visayas area, there is something. And by the way, in short, this may be directly impacted in the Visayas area, but I'm telling you, we as a nation are called to respond with so much kindness and love. Again, may bayanihan thing is something that's very strong itong August natin. And I'm telling you, this is something that can be a little devastating. And look at look at how this is looking. So that is our warning. August, naku po. Okay. So, okay, mag-charity work tayo, magdasal tayo palagi. Pwede natin i-shift yan by being in yung collective energies nating lahat. Pag lahat tayo, imagine mo, we create a lot of blessings. But of course, syempre, that's the balance of the universe. So, magpakatatag tayo. September, tingnan natin what is in store for September. Ay, tama yung bilang ko. 2, 4, 6. Ay, sorry. This is ano pala? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. August pa lang pala. So this is July. Sorry, so this is July. Sorry, this is July pala, hindi siya August. July. So third week of July. Third week of July. I stand corrected. Ito pa lang yung August. Third week of July. Okay, third week of July. Between second and the Tuesday and Wednesday of the third week of July, Visayas area. So tingnan natin yung August energy. What is the August energy? Oh, wow. Okay, 8th of winter. Okay, this is another warning. Okay, 8th of winter for August. Okay, so again, when we get the energy of winter, we are okay. When we talk about winter, talk about the any flow, medyo magpo-pause. Okay, look at that because yun nga, yung energy ng winter, hindi siya fluid, magpo-pause. I'm seeing a lot of opportunity for us to stay indoors more pagdating nitong month na to. And that really means to be mindful of the children's health, literally, because or the family health. Because look at that, parang nandyan talaga yung focus. I have a very good warning for everybody. Sabi ko nga, part of the first card that we need to be mindful about, kasama yan sa planning natin. Okay, kasama yan sa planning natin to include very good strategy to have a good amount of kumbaga assurance sa health natin, because this one is resonating a lot of possibilities na in the household, mas maraming opportunities ng health issues. That this is what really I'm seeing. But the thing is, it's mostly concerning ang pinaka nakikita ko talaga, this is affecting the children. This is really affecting the children directly. And is it a natural cause? Natural cause. Okay, so abangan natin. I'm really also wanting to review this as we sabi ko nga every month, 'di ba? What we're gonna do, syempre, we're going to at the end of the month, we're going to review to have a recap, and then i-remind ko din what the following energy is about. Okay? But for August, this is really a very strong call for health natin, ha? Especially for the household. September, let us see what is September. Oof. Okay. Ay, wow. Okay. 2 of Summer for our September. Now, yung September natin, when we get summer, this is the energy of the cups, or this is the energy of celebrations as well. Pero tignan mo no, napaka-sweet nung ano nito. I'm seeing one of the good things that we are wanting to look forward for for September is a new path. Okay, this talks about a new path, a new possibility of us seeing something that we are kumbaga wanting to manifest a new path, a new decision, or something that we would want to embrace. It's gonna happen on September. Think of transition. Think of transitioning to something that you love. Think of transitioning to something that you're passionate about. Think of transitioning to making decisions. But these are effortless decisions for you. Basta think of something new. Think of transition. Think of coming up with something new. That is what September is about. And I'm telling you, hindi kayo magse-second guess. You will say yes to these opportunities. So, maganda, maganda. Tingnan natin ang October natin. But before I do that, may mga ano nga pala, may mga nagsasay, I want to say hi to everybody. Oh my gosh, I want to say hi, Pat. Hi, Pat. I want to say hi to Pat and Titi Cathy. Thank you so much for watching. And I want to say hi to Sam then. Okay. Ay, Damien, where can we find po yung replay ng RX? Ay, it's in I also reposted it in my Facebook page. I'll reshare it in a bit after nitong para panoorin. Ay, actually, it's ongoing na nga pala right now. I-share ko sa social media ko in a bit. And then, si Gail, lalaki. Ay, alam mo, grabe siya. Grabe siya. Tingnan natin yung October natin. Okay, here is our October energy. Oh, okay. Nako, I remember this card. Okay. Looks like, look at that. This is the 3 of winter. I'm seeing that there is, okay. Mm. Mm. Chismis. I'm talk about there is really something in celebrity news that will shock us of a couple. Celebrity news of a couple that will shock us by this month, October. Okay, it's a shocking news. Celebrity couple that will be source of chismis. Okay, celebrity couple. Okay, local, local. Okay, celebrity couple ang start ng chismis. And maniniwala ba ang lahat? Hindi masyado. But there will be a revealing, shocking chismis that will be happening. Celebrity couple. Ano kaya yun? Binigyan tayo ng cheesy. Binigyan tayo ng cheesy chismis. Ay, juicy chismis. Yung parang, anong tawag? Di ba? Para may mix tayo ng mga something to look forward to. But I'm telling you kasi, you're talking about, kumbaga, the lingering things na maaalala natin yung month. Looks like, mas, may balance naman tayo na may chismis involved. May entertainment din. Tingnan natin November, okay? November, here we go. Oh wow, it's a very good one. Queen of Spring. This is gonna be our November energy. Now the spring, every time we get spring, this is the ones hard work and effort. Now, okay. I'm telling you, November is a very busy month for our career. But as this is really promising kasi no matter how busy we are, I'm telling you, there's so much motivation from us. Holistically speaking, when we talk about yung majority of the energy that we will be getting will be focused on our career, pero hindi siya solely career lang. A lot of personal matters will be also dealt with. Imagine, sa dami ng priorities sa busy natin, pero there are also personal things na kailangan nating balansehin, that we need to resolve, that we need to be mindful about. But look at how happy that you're gonna go through it. Kumbaga, this is a very strong determination na no matter what is in front of us, I feel resiliency. I feel that the hard work, the effort, the focus is really there. The commitment is really there. It is a very promising month in terms of our productivity. But let me see if there's something, if there is something else I can... Towards the third week, something will surprise us all. Okay. Okay. What is this? What is this? Okay. At the third week of November, something, ano ba yung humiga na yun? Teka nga. Be mindful. There is something that we need to be mindful about on our health that should happen on the third week of November that we need to be mindful about. Kasi nga, napaka-busy natin, may tendency na bumigay yung ating health. But I'm seeing, ba ano may magiging cost ng health? Is this really just about, wala namang something to be mindful? Okay. So because of the energy of, think of fatigue, think of exhaustion, think of being overworked, and there are things that you need to balance. Dahil napaka-busy natin, there's a strong calling na may medyo sleepless yung mga nights natin for November, ganun tayo ka-busy. So in short, there is another strong calling para mag-focus din tayo sa health. Sabi ko nga, magagawa natin yan ng maganda if maganda rin ang ating pangangatawan and ating mga kalusugan. December, tingnan natin ang ating December. Okay. Oh, wow. King of Winter. Well, the King of Winter has spoken. There is something politically that the King of Winter will declare that will also entail a little pause in the fluidity ng natin, ng pagka-fluid ng ating... It's a major... I'm seeing a major decision that will impact the economy. And I'm telling you, I'm seeing a bad decision sa ating leader. Na is it well thought of? Initially it will be parang kumbaga akala, in a nutshell, in hindsight, it looks like a good decision, but the outcome is the total opposite. Because of the leader na this is something that would resonate, an issue that we will all be facing na something to parang imagine imbes na yung focus natin is the happiness ng Christmas season or the holiday season, it feels the opposite here. And politically. Yun nga, it's the king of winter. So that's the warning there. And that is it for our 12 energies for the month for 2022. I will be doing a review of this every month and to see, compare natin yung pinaka-highlights natin. And trusting the mindfulness that I'm going to share to everybody is, syempre, these are things that we are seeing and going to expect as we go through our year. Pero sabi ko nga, kung maganda yung planning natin and kaya binigyan tayo ng magandang jumpstart. Remember, these are tools for us to stay grounded, for us to anchor ourselves, keep our feet on the ground. Remember, individually, collectively, we're going to experience this, but individually, we all have a fair and clear shot of doing things better. So if you want to receive better blessings, the goal is to also invest on our good energy and be consistent. And no matter what's going to be in front of us, the goal is to be very resilient, patient, be loving. Another theme for this year, be by the way, there do not make any major decisions, financial decisions. Do not make any investment in the months of April up to June. Do not make any investments, malaking investments or mga maglalabas ng malaking pera between April to June because astrologically speaking, planet Jupiter, naka-retrograde po tayo niyang panahon na yan, hindi advisable to make these decisions. If you are also thinking of the lucky color for this month, I mean for this year, I know yung Pantone, dineclare na yung very peri natin. But if you're looking for something favorable na magiging swerte, yellow. Yellow will be very, very lucky and abundant. Also, if there are businesses na you're wanting to invest on for this year, if you're talking about the stocks, think of tech, IT, anything na technology related, doon ang investments. Yun ang magbo-boom for this year. Other than that, I know on a monthly basis, meron tayong opportunity to do a recap. Whether there are blessings and warnings here, our goal is to become very resilient. Okay? And thank you for joining us in our meaningful session. Maraming salamat for everybody. By the way, it's really time. I know it's a little extended now, pero it's time for us to get one lucky winner. One lucky winner naman ng ating Crystal Abundance Bracelet. So, please key in your full names there. Lagyan nyo lang sa comment section your full name, your first and last name para one lucky winner will win 1,000 pesos worth of Abundance Crystal Bracelet courtesy of our official partner in our live sessions. It's Celestial Blue. So, lagyan nyo lang yung mga names nyo dyan so that you can have an opportunity of winning. And okay, sandali. This is for the February. Okay. It's January 6. Yan, Anne Tigulio. And then Catherine Faith, Vito. Naks, ayan na si Cha. Nako, napakagaling pa naman mag-manifest niyan. Okay, si Cha. Okay. Oh my God, I want to say hi to my fellow Reiki master, Thea Pineda. Hi, love you. Thank you for joining. Okay. Paula. Oy, anak niyan. Si Paula, si Doc Paula. Okay, thank you. Limwell siya. Oh, Limwell! Are you the brother of Sally? I see you. Ayan, okay. Si Arisha. Arisha Biglete. Okay, and then Limwell Xiao. And by the way, if you are kasi isa lang na kilala kong Xiao, okay, si Sally, we're gonna have a special class tomorrow. May one-on-one session kami yun nga. Oh, hello. Nice to see you. Ayun naman pala. Oh, na-announce ko na may one-on-one session tayo tomorrow. May special class ni Sally Xiao. Anong tawag dito, Sally? Anong tawag dito? Of course, kasama ka na dyan sa raffle natin. Again, for those of you who would want to win our 1,000 pesos worth of Abundance Crystal Bracelet, just key in your name there. You're monetized na Ay, thank you naman, ano, Yani, I wanna say hi to Yani. Hello, 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 Yani. Thank you so much. Ano, ano pa naman, nagmo-monetize na ba? We're just, ano, talaga ba? Nag-monetize na ba? Hindi pa, I'm trusting that as well. Sige. Okay, sige. So, pero mo, honestly, that's gonna be a bonus. Honestly, that's gonna be me monetizing this. It's gonna be a bonus because it's when I'm doing this, I'm really just coming from a place of passion. I'm really just passionate. That's why I'm always, because this is my charity work. Okay, when I offer my services for free, when I offer my energy for free, kumbaga, kung nagre-recommend ako ng charity work sa inyo, this is my charity work. Diba? I'm giving my energy. I'm setting, nag-aalat ako ng specific energy so I can also do my charity work. So imagine, diba, hindi ako magbibigay ng something na hindi ko rin ginagawa. If you have any questions, let's chat. Okay, sige, let us. Oy, okay, si Gail, Abigail Enriquez. Abigail Enriquez. Okay. Okay. Now, again, for everybody to have a chance to win, and syempre, hindi lang yung crystal bracelet yung papalunan natin. All of the entries that we're gonna be receiving for tonight, kung hindi natin mapalalunan, kasi nga, we just have one winner of the Crystal Abundance Bracelet. When you participate in tonight, at the end of the month, meron tayong grand raffle, which you can win workshop passes. So, this Sunday, we're gonna be having crystal work for modern living. So if you want to know specifically what the benefits of the crystals, how we can use it in our modern lives, this is gonna happen on Saturday. Meron tayong two winners that we've drawn last Tuesday. And then we have emotional healing class this Sunday as well. So yung mga winners natin dyan, yun na yung mga prizes natin. And we have meditation life-changing mantras, Reiki 1 class with me, and then Vedic astrology as well. So for lahat ng entries natin for February schedule, yun naman ang magiging price natin. Okay? So please key in. I'll PM you. Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. Oh my gosh. Hello, Aina. Aina Alcala. Ayan, of course. Okay, si Aina. See you. Mag-review sa Reiki class natin. So again, sabi ko nga, if you are wanting, I'll give it siguro, last 2 minutes. Last 2 minutes kasi, ayoko kayong puyatin. Ako nga yung taga-promote ng balance, tas ako naman yung nagpupuyat sa inyo. So, last 2 minutes, key in your names, full name, so that we can, uy, aba, si MJ, si MJ, oh my gosh, ang poging-pogi na si MJ, alam mo yan, o libre mo akong buffet, alam mo yan. Si Carmen, hi Carmen, ay di ako nakahabol. Ay sorry na, oo nga, sorry na. Sorry na. Pwede ka pa naman humabol sa raffle if you like, okay? So, ay syempre naman the princess of Mega World, si Rain Zafra, syempre naman. Yan. Sa big screen kasi kami nanonood, Master. Ang pogi mo po. Ay, alam mo, inaaliw mo lang ako. Di ba dapat ililibre mo ako ng buffet? Sabi niya, pogi daw. Parang tinawanan mo lang ako, Rain. Parang nag-disagree ka bigla. Yung parang okay ka kanina eh. Kanina may conversations. I was there for you. I know, di ba, hinihil pa kita. Sabi mo, you're feeling under the weather. Hinihil kita kanina eh. Tapos, ano to? Joke lang. Joke lang. Uy, inaaliw niyo ako. It's already 11:20. So you know what? Ang dami niyo dyan and I only have 12 names here. But let's use those 12 names. One of you will be a lucky winner of our Celestial Blue Crystal Bracelet. Wait. Okay. Okay. So here we go. Okay. Game na, yan na, game na. Bago tayo manalo, okay, ilalagay ko muna yung mga names nyo dito. I'm gonna be mentioning the names of the participants natin. Ay, si ano daw ulit, Salid, si Carmen. Sige, sure. Sige, Carmen. Okay, we'll just add Carmen here. Alam mo, nakakatawa si Carmen, anong tawag dito, siya yung humabol last Tuesday, pero siya yung nanalo. You know, look at that, it's really meant. Yeah. Nax, okay, sige. Tingnan natin yung opportunity for this. So, we have 13 entries, one winner of crystal bracelet. So Antigulio, Catherine Faith, Vito, Charodrin, Thea Pineda, Paula Policarpio, Arisha Biglete, Limuel Xiao, and Sally Xiao, Abigail Enriquez, Aina Alcala, MJ Collarga, and Rain Zafra, Carmen Fabon, one lucky winner of Celestial Blue crystal bracelet. Here we go. Magmanifest na maigi. Here we go. Eto na yung ating mga... May mga nagmamind-mind. Grabe mag-manifest. Okay, eto na yung winner natin. Here we go. Tingnan natin. Wow, congratulations, Arisha Biglete. Congratulations. You are our lucky winner for tonight. Congratulations sa iyo. Paki-private message mo nga ako in our Facebook page so that we can tell you the details about your prize. Congratulations. Pero sabi ko nga, lahat po ng mga entries ninyo at the end of the month, meron tayong grand raffle. Okay? But for now, hindi ko na kayo pupuyatin. Humabol din kayo sa RX. Okay? Kaya lang I'm telling you it's nose blood there, okay? Because I'm Englishing there. So okay, but I'll see you all again. If you haven't watched the weekly tarot reading, panoorin po natin. But I'll see you again for another reading this Sunday. But for now, this has been Marky Mendoza. Keep trusting the process, everybody. Galingan natin, grabe siya. Namaskaram, everybody. See you. Maraming salamat po.